My name's Irrelevant, and today's a monumentous occasion for me, because today I have acquired myself a real camera. Now, I don't know that I'm going to get into the habit of doing unboxing videos, but I don't know. I wanted to record this occasion because it's, curious. It's an expensive purchase that you make used on eBay, and you want to make sure that it's not going to be a massive disappointment. So if there's any surprises on here, it'd be amusing to get it on film. How the hell does this box come together? Oh, there we go. Oh boy. All right, let's see how this guy packed this. Okay. 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 Oh, not more grocery bags. I hate grocery bags. Oh! Hey, we're off to a great start. Then there's this. Smells like it came from a smoke-free home. Haha. Ha 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 ha. It's the first big investment in cameras that I've done in a very long time. I'm hoping it's going to be worth it. Oh. That thing feels flimsy. I don't really need that. Come on now. Give up the goods. Oh, this thing feels so light and small compared to what I'm used to. And there it is, a Nikon Z50. Now I know what you're thinking. Canon. Sorry. I am entirely too invested into Nikon at this point in my life. A platform change is not in the cards. And it has always been a pipe dream of mine to be able to film using Nikon glass, using real lenses, using interchangeable lenses. And for the first time in human history, that's accessible to me. You see, I bought this used, and I got a pretty good deal on it. For the price of the body only, I got the body, a spare battery, the kit lens, and this thing, the FTZ adapter. You see, this is a boat anchor without this adapter. And this adapter was going to cost another $400 on top of the cost of the camera, and I still don't have a spare battery. This allows me to put F-mount Nikon lenses on this camera. It's going to allow me to film 1080p 4K with proper Nikon lenses. That is, as you can imagine, very important to me because I have quite the collection of Nikon glass that I've acquired over the years. He said it comes with a spare battery. There's only one battery, so either there's another battery hiding somewhere, or he was mistaken on what a spare battery is. No, it's right here. Yeah, spare battery. Let's face it, one battery, you can't do anything with it, seriously. You need at least two batteries, especially for a camera that has no AC adapter. Pretty much this will only run off batteries unless I concoct something like I did with the other one. Well, so far it seems in good condition. Don't see anything wrong with the sensor. Let's put this kit lens on. Maybe I'll like the kit lens, maybe I won't be able to take it seriously. I do not know. I'll tell you right now, it needs a protective filter. Now, do you need to... Oh, there it goes. Okay, turn it on. Advante, it's in French. Okay, well, let's, I have an SD card sitting aside over here. Let's get that in there. Please tell me I can make this not French. I'm not gonna have to call one of my other buddies and be like, yo, help me with this. Ew. That feels pretty good. Now what happens if I switch it to film mode? I think it's recording now. Ooh. Ooh. The image on the little screen looks sharp compared to what I'm used to. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, it automatically detects if you put your eye up. And yeah, that viewfinder's pretty good. It looks like it has the ability to capture a photo while it's filming. Or I think I just stopped the filming. Whatever. I'm gonna have to figure this thing out. So the menu is all in French. Can I go in language? English. Okay, that was easy to find. All right, I gotta get out of this menu because it's gonna take me a while to sort through this and get all the settings dialed in the way I like them. So this is supposed to flip down and flip around so I can see what I'm doing, assuming I don't have a tripod in place. That's kind of disappointing. I'd love to be able to live view myself while I'm filming, but I'm not gonna be able to with this screen. Okay, it does all sorts of fancy schmancy. Now, this is supposed to have the ability to connect to your phone. So apparently, and I already have the SmartBridge app installed. Oh yeah, it has a built-in flash. Come on, where's your Wi-Fi? Connect it to camera. Oh wait, we gotta run through all the tutorials. Okay, can I see what I'm doing here? I'm supposed to be able to have like some sort of remote live view is the feature that I'm looking for, because what I'm expecting I could do is set this up on the tripod and then be able to see on my phone what the camera is viewing. Okay, it works now. Video. Shooting mode is not available during remote. Mode P will use instead. Okay, I think it's working. But is it recording to my phone or is it recording to the SD card? Because I don't want it to blow my phone recording. Okay, like that. Oh boy, we're gonna do one of these. You know, as long as I can control this camera with my phone and be able to see how my shot's getting framed, then hey, small victory. It's gonna do what I need it to do. The image here looks like ass. Stop. Now, the question is, if I go to playback here, yeah, it did appear to record to the machine itself, which means it's a bit hokey, but that's kind of awesome. It means I can use my phone as a remote. Believe it or not, these are revolutionary concepts to me. I'm not used to this level of filmography. I'm used to ye old Nikon D1X. Yeah, this thing's a dinosaur. But, you know, if you know how to friggin' shoot, it's been all the camera I've needed for digital photography since I've gotten it 10 years ago. And this camera was released in 2001. This thing's 20 years old, but it's still great. And I modified it to run off vape cells, so I have unlimited power on this thing. Now, of course, it doesn't do video. This thing not only does video, but it does 4K video. It does 20 megapixel shooting. 20 megapixel shooting is mathematically equivalent to 35 millimeter film. 35 millimeter film equates to about 20 megapixels if you use a fine grain version. So, I don't know. I haven't been shooting much these days, but I needed a good filming camera. Now we move on to the real reason why I bought this, now that I can stop playing around with that toy lens. This pupper right here. And you know what this pupper lets me do? It lets me use all of these guys that I got to work with. More specifically, I am stoked to be able to film with this guy right here. My 17 to 35 straight 2.8. This is some high quality glass right here. It's gonna be great to put it to work for this. Now this is an FX lens, full frame, so its ultra wide angleness isn't gonna translate well to the DX format of this, but still, 17 is a good starting point for the DX format. And basically the effect we're going for here is to have a really good quality lens. And of course, it works perfectly. So let's try filming with this lens now. Like, I feel a difference already. I don't know why, but something about this pupperino. Yeah. It's got a squeak in the focus motor. Oh boy, that looks super freaking sharp on there. Hopefully this isn't one of those things I get addicted to and then I need to replace all my cameras with one of these. Look at that though, that looks like a serious friggin' unit now. That looks like, yeah, bud. That viewfinder has latency in it. It makes a lot of noise. Now that's this guy. That's one option. Another FX lens that I have that I like to use is this guy, 24 to 85 VR f3.5 to 4.5. So this guy's faster than the kit lens. It doesn't go as wide, but it'll go further. And the VR, this might be good for, you know, shooting outside when I don't really need wide angle, but VR and a little bit more zoom might be advantageous. The VR kicks in and yeah, steady shot, bud. That's pretty good. I can maybe move around a bit. I can hear that lens working, man. This thing works it fast. You know what I don't like? For what I'm just doing, the focus jumps around. It's It's like all the frig over the place. I need to go into this menu and I need to switch the autofocus functionality. Focus area, single point. There we go. Now, if I film, it should track focus on what I'm aiming at. Oh yeah, way more focus stability now. It's way less confused. I like what I'm seeing, man. I like what I'm seeing, at least in the viewfinder. That's not saying much. The viewfinder, everything's so small, you can't really see the details. Now, something less fancy is the 18-135 street sweeper. Based on what I've just seen, this isn't going to be that useful to me. Yeah, I think I can see a difference. Now, it zooms in more, but I'm seeing all the shaking. So I'm not really going to want to... And at 18mm wide angle, I think... How useful this lens is going to be for filming, I don't know. I think if I need to do that wide angle effect, I'm better off with the kit lens. Even though the kit lens only goes to 50, if I need more than 50, I'm going to have to go with the 85 VR. And if I need more than that, well, I'm SOL because I'm definitely going to need a image stabilization. Now let's try an old lens here. This is my 28-105 AFD. It will not autofocus with this because this needs the autofocus motor. Yeah, already it's like, focus, 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 bud, focus. See, this is one of my good macro lenses. Okay, it does have a focus assist. So what's significant about this guy is this is one of my better macro lenses. So being able to film with this. Now, I should have some digital VR functionality with this guy. Whether or not it's turned on right now, I don't know. But this might come in handy for some more close-up applications. Otherwise, that's pretty much the only thing it's going to be good for. Because it's pretty pointless otherwise. Even though it does look pretty good. It's a healthy lens. For film and FX, it's all about that 50mm lens. And I have one of those 50mm lenses. And I splurged on the 1.4, but I cut corners and I did not get the AFS version. So we have another lens. Oh, look at that, I can't even focus this close. It's set to f8. We got a lens that can run really fast here and let in a lot of light. But, how useful this will be? I don't know. You kind of have to have one if you're shooting in FX. Now, one of the common misconceptions is that it's a lens you have to have for everything, but for DX, the DX equivalent is 35mm focal length, and this guy does have AFS. This is already more of a joy to shoot, and it has a closer focus, so I think this might be ultimately more useful to me if I need to shoot in a dark environment. Otherwise, that's the funny thing about primes. Your functionality starts getting limited after a while. Talking about primes, this one is another lens I question how useful it will be to me, but it is another one of those ubiquitous kind of gotta have it lenses. It's an 85mm portrait lens. Bokeh. That's why you like it. The bokeh. You know what? I could maybe see this being useful for some kind of filming applications, except for the fact that it's manual focus. Oh, maybe I need to sell this and upgrade to an AFS. Because like already I'm seeing something sexy here. Ooh, the focal length is very... I am seeing something sexy here though. But you kind of have to be far back from it. But hey, that's the point of a portrait lens. They're not for getting up close and personal. Now finally, I've been saving this for last because this is kind of friggin' epic. I never even fathomed the day years ago when I bought this lens that I'd be able to use it for filming. So this is kind of profound. This is a 10.5 Nikon fisheye lens. Again, it's only manual focus, but with a fisheye, it doesn't really matter because you kind of park it on infinity unless you're getting really close to something. It looks contrasty as all hell. But oh, that width. Oh, being able to shoot in fisheye. That's just, hey buddy, you looking a bit fishy, buddy? You looking a bit fishy? Oh, you looking a bit fishy, buddy? This will be very handy for getting into those tight spots. Oh boy, this is just amusing the hell out of me. This is some good fun, man. This is some good fun and some flexibilities. Maybe I need to set this up on the workbench here. Use the fisheye, film in 4K, crop it as I need. The fisheye is a bit too wide even. Like, it's too much, man. I'm hoping that my 17 to 35 sitting right where this camera is now is going to give me the angle of view that I need. That's, yeah. So far, this is nice. 400 ISO f8, 1/30th of a second. Means I got some good light in here, eh? It seems contrasty though. So, exactly how I'm going to implement this, I'm not 100% sure yet. This camera's so light now, it's going to be a good companion camera. So I want to get this mounted up on here. Hopefully there's not a lot of protest putting it on the tripod because that stupid dangle always hangs in the way. Now let's put my wicked lens on. Oh boy, that's putting so much weight on the system. Now, can I connect the app? So now I should be able to see myself on here. Yes, I could see that the framing is just subtly off. We might need to use a stronger, beefier tripod. And now I should be able to film. I might want to find a spare dedicated smartphone. But yeah, sure enough, I can see myself on the phone now. So I know where my framing is. I like this field of view. It seems a bit wider than what the other camera's doing, but very rectilinear. My face just seems a slight bit washed out. So I need to play with the settings to get, you know, maybe the colors and exposures where I need them to be. I don't know what else there is to say. This is pretty friggin' awesome. I am so super stoked to be able to move forward and be able to improve the certain aspects of quality. I've been working hard to do that, kind of, trying to figure out how all my cameras work and investing in better ones. Maybe I don't need to use the S4 anymore, even though it's great for this kind of thing. My Panasonic, the MPEG encoding on it is kind of rough, so I find it has the poorest image quality. Even though my Nikon S9900 used to have the poor image quality until I fixed the lens. Now it looks way better. Up until now, it was one of my best looking cameras. I haven't had the opportunity to film many videos with it before getting this one, but now I got this pupper right here. And that's all a moot point. I'm gonna want more of these eventually one day when I can afford it. And assuming this whole making videos project is even prolific enough for it to be worth the trouble. Like, there's diminishing gains. You know, spend money, spend money, spend money, no return. Let's not go there. In the meantime, I am very stoked on this. And thank you for joining me in this little aspect of my journey.